Setiap tahun, program pelajar Fulbright Amerika Syarikat mengajar graduan pelbagai jurusan daripada kolej atau universiti Amerika ke sekitar dunia sebagai pembantu pengajar Bahasa Inggeris atau singkatannya ETA. 2018 menyaksikan 100 graduan dihantar ke Malaysia dan ditempatkan di sekolah-sekolah pekan kecil serta luar bandar di sekitar negara dengan misi untuk meningkatkan kebolehan berbahasa Inggeris di kalangan pelajar kita. Dan selama 11 bulan juga mereka menjadi tenaga pengajar dan pada masa sama belajar menyesuaikan diri dengan budaya serta cara hidup masyarakat tempatan. Jom ikuti saya Syafiq Adnan menjejak 12 peserta ETA ini berkongsi pengalaman mereka dengan anda.
Thank you students, you may sit. Well, nampaknya hari ini saya bekerja sebagai seorang cikgu. Kat mana tu agaknya? Ya, saya sekarang berada di salah sebuah daerah yang terletak di negeri Terengganu Darul Iman untuk mengikuti satu lagi kisah bersama seorang lagi ETA yang telah pun ditugaskan di daerah Jerteh. Jauh tu, dekat Kelantan dah tu. Tapi kita bukan bersama dengan Yumna kali ini. Sebaliknya kita bersama dengan seorang lagi pelajar ETA berasal dari Texas. Nak tahu siapakah beliau? Jom ikuti saya untuk kita eksplorasi kisah beliau di bumi Terengganu Darul Iman. Jom!
Hi, my name's Nathan Mathai. I teach here in Terengganu in Jerteh at SMK Putra. I grew up in Plano, Texas, and then I went to university in South Carolina at Furman University, and I accepted a Fulbright grant to come out and become an English teaching assistant in the great state of Terengganu. Hi, welcome to the Billy Guru. I'm going to show you around my desk. Here we are. This is where some of the magic happens, I guess you could say. That's my university, Furman. I'm very proud of it. So I have the Furman pennant up on the wall. It's a good stack of papers with music notes and stuff for my English speaking workshops. This is a fun basket of supplies for our English camp. Some of my curriculum. This is my binder, which all my paperwork for the year goes into. Some pictures from home, some vocab words I try to use with the students, and then some artwork from some kids who are sometimes hanging in the Billy Guru. I give them some paper. So yeah, this is me. I'm right across from my mentor every day. It's pretty fun. I have the air conditioning right next to me and the Wi-Fi on the wall, so it makes for a pretty good time.
I'm Jerteh. I'm the mentor to the ETA Nathan in SMK Putra. So basically we have assigned Nathan or the ETA to about 20 hours or 20 periods per week. When the ETA is here, the students have no option, but they have to speak in English to communicate to the ETA. So in a way, they kind of like get forced and push the students to speak in English. So which makes them open up and also some perhaps to discover the potential in English.
The conversation is probably what my students are really good at. In fact, I'll meet a student and I'll be like, oh, you're really good at English. And then I'll come to find their grades and it's actually the grammar and the writing that's the hardest for them. So what I've worked on is trying to teach my students that there's many ways of learning. So I explain to them that I'm not good at learning language, so what I have to do is I have to visually write it out. So in class, if I'm ever in the classroom with another teacher, when I'm co-teaching, whatever that teacher does, I'm always writing it out for the other students to visually see it on the board. And then we always say it out loud together too. So they're practicing saying and writing at the same time. But actually my students are, if anything, they're pretty decent at speaking English. Right now we're at recess and we're here in the canteen and everyone's makan, eating and gossiping. Yeah. What is it? Bawang? Bawang.
Onioning.
Everyone's gossiping and eating in the canteen. Just getting to spend time with my students this year, I think, has been the biggest thing. A lot of them, they'd rather just have fun right after school. So like, I'll stay after school. If they want to do a lesson, we'll do a lesson. If they just want to watch a movie, we'll watch a movie. And then they'll go home like, maybe an hour later.
Okay, Nathan ni bagi saya seorang ETA yang sangat bagus lah. Dia banyak membantu saya. Contoh kalau di perpustakaan tu, dia menjadi lebih menarik lah kepada pelajar untuk datang ke perpustakaan. Untuk apa tu, kita hang up lah, kira-kira sama-sama dengan dia. Biasanya dia akan pergi waktu rehat lah, di mana semua pelajar akan datang. Dia pergi tu, biasa kita akan buat indoor game. Jadi pelajar akan main indoor game seperti catur dengan dia, ataupun main congkak bersama. Satu pertukaran budaya jugalah, dia belajar main congkak. Dan pada masa yang sama dia menggalakkan pelajar. Biasanya kalau pelajar-pelajar yang lemah ni untuk bercakap bahasa Inggeris dengan dia. Kadang-kadang pelajar ni berminat nak tahu pasal, contoh dia pasal pelakon dekat sana ke kan. Dia akan tanya dia lah macam mana pelakon tu, apa yang dia suka. Jadi satu perbualan yang tidaklah formal, tetapi dia mencetus minat lah di kalangan pelajar untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggeris.
Setelah adanya ETA yang saya rasa mempunyai komitmen yang padu ke arah membantu guru-guru, maka saya lihat pencapaian bahasa Inggeris itu begitu menonjol sekali. Misalnya dalam program speech choir, ada beberapa pelajar kita yang memperlihatkan skill dia setelah diasuh, setelah dididik oleh ETA ini.
One of the most meaningful things I've been able to do is I had a public speaking class after school every Tuesday. The whole idea with that is getting them confident to speak in front of a room. And then my roommate and I, along with like about 20 other ETAs, we organized a national public speaking conference where the students would be able to gather in KL, give speeches in their second language, and then learn from other students. And I remember, I literally teared up when this happened, but one of my students who kind of been beating herself up on how her performance was on PT3 last year, and it just has been very anxious this whole year. About 2 weeks before I was going to take my students to the conference, she sent me this message and was like, "Sir, I really want to try." And I was like, "What does that mean?" She goes, "I want to try to give a speech." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "The conference is happening in 2 weeks." But in 2 weeks, we worked on a speech. She decided she was going to speak on failures and mistakes and what we can learn from them. And then come 2 weeks later, she was literally speaking in the session that the ambassador was speaking in. And that was really powerful to watch.
Menyusul, jom meninjau projek pertanian di sekolah ini. Macam-macam sayur dan juga buah ada dekat sini tau. Apa pula yang dibuat oleh Cikgu Nathan ni? Nak tahu? Saksikan selepas ini. Jangan ke mana-mana. Hari ini Cikgu Nathan membawa kita ke SMK Bukit Payung, iaitu sekolah kepada ETA Samuel Lee, iaitu rakan serumah Nathan bagi menyaksikan pameran pertanian yang diadakan di sana.
I was actually glad y'all were here when this happened. Something that's very common about this year is either something's happening at my school and I'll tell Sam, "Hey, you want to come after school?" Or Sam will be like, "Hey, you want to come to my school after school?" So for a while it was coaching basketball, then it turned into coaching netball, then it came to watching soccer at my school. And now we're here with the garden, which has been like a long-standing process at SMK Bukit Payung.
Kami diberi pendedahan tentang projek penanaman yang dijalankan di belakang sekolah itu oleh pelajar dalam bahasa Inggeris. wow, memang cukup menarik. Ada pelbagai jenis tanaman dan antaranya adalah pokok cili, tomato, nanas, sayur kangkung, salad, dan yang paling menarik, tanaman kelapa sawit pun ada.
The students have been working with their gardening teachers, so today they got to show us how they've been growing palm oil plants in the back of the school, and then we took the tool and kind of hit the palm oil kernels and whacked them down, and then they go and turn those into a local company to sell and make money.
There are 10 students in charge in this project.
Okay.
We plant the two types of pineapple. First, this is Sarawak pineapple.
Sarawak.
And this is MD2 pineapple.
Which one's better?
MD2.
MD2. Wow. Amazing.
14 ETA yang ditempatkan di sekitar negeri Terengganu pada 2018 memang saling bantu-membantu bagi menjayakan aktiviti bersama mahupun di sekolah masing-masing. Kali ini kita ke kem Bahasa Inggeris yang dianjurkan di Kuala Terengganu disertai seramai 196 pelajar daripada 14 buah sekolah.
So, us 14 ETAs for the state, we were told we need to put on a state camp by the end of the year. We did 3 days worth of activities. We covered how to create an NGO for your local community, how to build using recyclable materials. Students were thrilled. They were excited to go to English camp. That was really cool to be able to hang out with students that I've built a relationship with throughout this year. And I just want to show my students that they can have fun while using English. So just even having a movie night one night at the camp and being surrounded by the other ETAs in my state, I think that's just special to them because they kind of realize, oh, it's not just Sir Nathan, but it's 13 other ETAs. We even had guest ETAs from Kelantan. They've come to hang out with us and teach us English this year.
Kem kali ini cukup istimewa kerana turut dikunjungi Duta Besar Amerika ke Malaysia, Kamala Shirin Lakdir, bagi meninjau perkembangan program di sana selain berbual dengan para peserta.
Is butter, plastic butter and cardboard.
In my opinion, this English camp is super fun and it improved my English a lot. We need to speak in English so the ETA will understand us and that forced us to learn English in a fun way. Besides that, I lost my nervous to talk in front of others too.
This program has many benefits because it can make the students practice more English, speaking English, and can foster the relationship between the ETAs and the students.
Kebetulan kunjungan Duta Amerika ini sempena Hari Ashura. Justru beliau tidak melepaskan peluang untuk berkunjung ke Kampung Tualang di Kuala Terengganu bagi melihat sendiri pembuatan bubur Ashura di sana.
So I've actually been tasting it quite a bit because the teachers bring it to the Billy Guru quite a bit right now. But that was the first time I actually saw the work that goes behind it, and I've been told they cook it for 5 hours. So I think the stage we saw it at was like hour 3. So you're just sitting there stirring, dancing actually with it. And I mean, it's a workout. Like, you're not just sweating because it's hot and it's Malaysia. You're sweating because the ashura is hot, the heat from the fire. You're sweating from the workout. But it was really fun, and it was great to see how the community gathers for an event like that. It was beautiful.
Turut serta Cikgu Nathan dan beberapa ETA lain yang ingin menimba pengalaman pertama mereka.
So I've seen the WOW kite flying a lot, and there was actually a festival in PCB Beach in Kelantan a while back ago. But getting to see the handiwork and the craft that goes behind that made me understand, okay, wow, this really is an art. Sometimes it's easy, like you think of kites, oh, they just sell it in a generic store back in the US, like, yeah, I'll just go buy a kite. But seeing the craft and the detail that goes into making those kites was really cool.
Lebih istimewa, penduduk kampung mengajak para tetamu untuk sama-sama berhibur menebangkan wow.
flying the kites is different too. In America, you just get on a beach and you run with it. Here, they like laid out the string, then they started running, and it got in the air pretty fast. And then there's this technique where they're shouting at you, lagi, lagi, and you're having to pull the string, pull the string, pull the string. And it was crazy, it was hot, we were in the middle of the field. The ambassadors having fun, that was great.
Menyusul. Ha, siapa nak kahwin ni? Okey, hari ini Cikgu Nathan mengajak kita ke Kampung Telaga Mengkudu di Marang, Terengganu, di mana beliau telah dijemput ke upacara perkahwinan yang diadakan di sana. Turut menyertainya rakan ETA-nya dari Kelantan. Adakah anda masih ingat Cikgu Yumna daripada episod minggu lalu?
Right now we're peeling bawang.
But we are not
You heard it here first.
Welcome to Terengganu.
And it was so much fun. I have never experienced something like that before, where the whole family comes together the day or probably a week before, and they're cleaning, making wedding favors, cutting a lot of onions, making a lot of different items of food. I think it was so nice to see everyone come together and really be happy for one another.
Hari ini kita ada dua ETA, guru ETA, ETA, dan datang rumah saya pada petang ni membantu menyiapkan majlis rewang lah untuk perkahwinan anak saya esok. Jadi diorang ni berpeluang lah macam mana nak buat apa ni kuah laksa, macam mana nak basuh ayam, nampak macam satu yang baru lah untuk diorang ni. Diorang seronok dan saya pun seronok.
I can successfully say I've attempted a new skill today.
Cutting onions without a cutting board using your index finger.
Yes.
Getting to experience a Malay wedding, that was unique and special. So being welcomed by the family and then letting us participate in the rawang and prepare like the gifts, we call them wedding favors, and getting to cut the onions and learn the Malay way of putting the shallot at the end of the knife and peeling the onion skin, preparing the chicken, the ayam kunyit. That was all very special, and it really it was beautiful to see that like at a Malay wedding the families kind of come together and the neighbors to prepare everything. I was wearing the baju Melayu. That was so sweet. The father of the groom gifted me a baju Melayu. It was a great color. He gave me the samping. Yeah, gave me the samping. It's my first time wearing the samping. I think that's really cool that even in this day and age, you respect your traditional clothes and still wear it to these formal events. It's like a great sense of pride, and it's a great way to keep on that Malay heritage.
Sudah tiba hari penting bagi kedua-dua mempelai, Ikuan dan juga Aina. Cikgu Nathan, Cikgu Yumna bersama seorang lagi rakan ETA dari Terengganu, Victoria Zudik, turut dijemput menyertai rombongan pengantin serta mengambil bahagian dalam istiadat perkahwinan lain. Penyertaan mereka dalam acara sebegini bukan sahaja dapat mendekatkan diri dengan masyarakat setempat, malah menimba sebanyak mungkin pengalaman di Malaysia sebelum kembali ke Amerika.
From walking from the surround to blessing the couple with rose water. I had a good time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed just seeing the family come together. There's people keep walking in, people keep going, oh! So it's kind of nice. It's like a big family reunion.
Also, the food was amazing. So some of that Nathan and I put together yesterday.
Italian period. We cut the cucumbers. It's all there.
And then we got to eat it, so it was great.
I think it's really important to visit other places of the world and see how you're similar and how you're different. This ETA experience, I think, if anything, has been humbling and eye-opening at the same time. And I think living this year in my area, seeing my students who don't come from much, but they work really hard. They really do. They try really hard. And they just kind of need a vote of confidence when it comes to the language of English. They just need someone to tell them, hey, you can do it, I believe in you. Because also my teachers, like the English teachers in this area, they don't have many people to speak English with. So they've also all practiced their English with me this year. So it's just been fun.
Kita sudah sampai ke penghujung rancangan. Jangan lupa bersama kami Sayang Teacher minggu depan untuk bermacam lagi paparan menarik. Bye!
All the things we do, go big, big and true. And I'll be standing right here talking to you about another fact. I know we love to hear the good and bad, but something to me that we won't last. As we switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work will ever pay. Now I'm seeing a better day. After we knocked up the